This week on FlatsClass, we're here at Cajun Fishing Adventures down in Southeast Louisiana. And we're doing something a little different. We're actually fishing with both Justin and Kelly Himes, who won my online fishing tournament series in the championship right there in Crystal River. So in 2022, we began the FlatsClass Tournament Trail Series, which is an online tournament trail that you can participate in and fish from anywhere, whether you're in another state or there in Florida. It became a resounding success, but it all culminated into one live tournament that we did at the end of the year, right there at Sodium Fishing in Crystal River, Florida. And Justin and Kelly, well, they dominated. They won easily by nearly, I think it was nearly 2 pounds.
Yeah, we were excited about fishing the tournament and made it there, and it was quite an experience, and it come down to about the last hour and caught that nice fish that put us where we needed to be, and I felt good, and there was no question in my mind what we were going to do. I'm going fishing with CA.
Yeah, you know, well, I mean, by winning that tournament, you guys had the opportunity to either get all brand new aqua traction on your rig, or go fishing here in the Louisiana fishery, and here you are.
Yeah. Oh, that was, and when you said here, I was like, wow.
It was an easy choice just to pick what we wanted.
Yeah.
No doubt about that. That was
one of those
great
experience places that you just gotta, you gotta see.
Once in a lifetime thing that you get to go, you know, do something like this with somebody like CA, and it's just a dream come true. It's great.
Well, let's make something big happen today.
That's it. We're ready to get
There's a lot of potential here. I'm already seeing some fish push down here at the end too. It's a little bit more wind on that out there. They might be a little more forgiving. The Himes boys, they're the hardcore anglers that you would expect to win tournaments. They're avid outdoorsmen. They hunt, they fish. They bass fish, they saltwater fish, great people, hard workers, salt of the earth personalities, and I can't think of 2 better guys to spend the day in a boat with. It's hard to see them.
There we go.
Well, if you can't see them, you can make some noise. Kelly, are you all right?
Oh yeah.
Are you breathing?
Oh yeah, it's all good.
You look like you're holding your breath up there.
I thought I hooked a little bit too far to the left, but the right spot.
Amazing how that topwater can find them when no other lure can.
Yeah, search bait.
It makes my top 5 every time. I have like 5 lures that I love throwing when I'm visiting every summer, and that's definitely makes the top 5 every time. Normally you have a lot to say, Kelly, but when you fight fish, you get real quiet, dude.
I want to get him to the boat, then I can talk.
You're like, please don't get off.
Yeah. Come see me. I want to talk to you. I'll let you go.
Yeah. Chatterbaits, spinnerbaits, topwater. Those are all top 3 baits here. Then I'd actually say a frog. Believe it or not, a frog is a great bait here. Wow, that is,
It's a nice fish.
Very nice fish, and kind of like typical. That is a nice fish. That fish is probably close to 32 maybe, pinch, yep, maybe even 33 if you really squeezed it. Yeah, 33. I don't go anywhere without these guys. This is why I mash those barbs down like we talked before. Let's get him in the water. had a lot of confidence offering up a first prize where you either made the decision to get a brand new aqua traction package for your boat, or you come out to Cajun Fishing Adventures and fish with me on an episode of FlatsClass television. When they opted to come out here to CFA and fish with me for the television episode, I really wasn't that concerned because these guys have a great reputation for being hardcore, accurate casters. You know, this is something that they do every weekend. They're not casual fishermen, they're serious tournament anglers. So I knew I had two really good sticks in the boat, and because they're father and son, well, it made it a lot of fun just jesting on the boat all day. That's a eat right there, dude.
That's a good one.
That was
a
an eat.
heater.
Does he know he's hooked up?
I don't think he does.
All right, just watch that trolling motor. It's off.
It's a good one right there. Oh, he's running for the bushes.
It's all right.
You got your lip grabbers?
I've got in that front hatch on the left by the water. If Kelly moves this over a little bit, you can
You're
get
right on the hatch,
a
I gotta
boga
get
grip. I'm not so sure this is going to be over that fast.
Oh,
Get a little distance between us and that fish and
Yeah.
let you fight them and
Thank
get them tired out there instead of underneath the boat. Sometimes that underneath the boat stuff's a big mistake.
Uh-huh.
You know, the only disappointing thing about a bait caster is they don't have a drag sound. You gonna be all right? You're getting quiet on me, Kelly.
No, I'm good. I'm just watching them so they don't get their hips away.
It's a heart stopper, huh?
Uh-huh.
That is beautiful fish.
That's what we come to Louisiana for, catch these reds like this. This is great. Oh, he ate it. The whole plug is in
Oh
his
yeah,
mouth.
that's
He was
the other
hungry.
reason. I'm gonna get down and look for my hook out while you guys are landing them. Wow. I could hear that hollow pop when you hit it. Look at the size of that fish there.
Woo! Nice one, huh?
That is a good one.
Good job.
Good fish.
Good one.
Off he goes. Beautiful. Let's do that like 20 more times.
Gotcha.
20 more times.
That'll work.
Justin actually works for Tampa Electric, and he's been out here on all kinds of hurricane duty to restore power for folks affected by storms, but never fished out here. They're blown away. They're not only blown away by the ability of the skiff to get in such close proximity for these easy casts, but the size of the fish and how willing they are to strike a lure with reckless abandon. I think that was really the shocker for them.
Oh, you got him.
Got him?
Yep.
Nice. Need to come back? Let me turn this around. There's a couple of sports cars in here, and then every once in a while someone hooks up a tractor, and you hooked up the tractor. And they tune into a chatterbait so well just because of the clickety-clackety noise that that thing makes, the vibration. They think it's a crab. He ate it too.
Oh yeah, he's
Oh yeah, he ate it. There's not many small fish to be caught out here, as you can tell.
Got him.
Yeah. See if I can take that tool. All right. Off he goes. Woo! So, as you can see, everything here is supersized. Everything. You don't catch small fish here. And they are not only not testers, but they will test the hooks, they will test the rods, they will test the reel. Speaking about testing, let's go back and test some more.
Sounds good.
Well, you wouldn't know it or maybe even believe it, but tides have a dramatic effect on how good the fishing is out here in the marsh. The tides are almost non-existent. The day that we fished, I think we had 4 inches of outgoing water over a 12-hour period. So in other words, there was no tide, none. So the strategy was, let's fish where the biggest bayou calls for river current to come out of it regardless of tide, and then fish the canals or the capillary type bayous that run off that where it will force water through. Between that and fishing some of the cuts that had some wind in it to move the surface water, we found, well, some action. Nice, nice, nice. Come on, come on. You got it. Yeah. Damn. For a second, I saw the chatterbait coming in slow motion. He's right in front of you again.
Uh-huh.
You got it.
I got
Look
it.
at him. Picking up your trash. There was a moment where Justin actually hooked a fish on the chatterbait and it came free, and then Kelly backed him up with a spinnerbait, threw right on the same fish and came tight and hooked the fish. That's how good fishing is here in Venice, Louisiana. I can see the dust where he came off the bottom here.
Mm-hmm. Right kind too.
Oh, nice redfish.
Uh-huh.
Really
Good
nice
red.
redfish.
Oh wow, real nice. God almighty, real nice.
A Dave Ramsey one? A better than you deserve one?
Not better than I deserve, no.
The Power Pole Moose spot lock is on. We'll get down here and help you land this. We'll beat all that weather back. Oh, don't go back behind the boat. Mm-mm. Oh. You've been quiet the whole time. You get quiet when you got a great fish on. Is that your trusty spinnerbait one more time?
I like a spinnerbait now.
Just not for bass, huh?
No.
When you're out here, and as spectacular as topwater can be, and how I love frog fishing out here, or sight fishing with a Z-Man kicker crab, you gotta know, I mean, in your heart of hearts, as off color and algae stained as the water can be, and you're ripping baits through grass and places where you've gotta have a bait that kinda does everything. Those bladed baits, both the spinnerbait and the chatterbait, are really 1 and 2. They catch the most fish for my clients. Almost everyone that's ever been out here standing on the bow of my boat, looking down a bayou or looking across a pond, has held a rod with one of those 2 baits on it. And bar none, they are the deal when you come out to the Louisiana Delta. That rain made them strong. Good job. What do you think? What a fish, huh?
What a fish. God,
What a fish, not?
God, what a fish.
Oof. That's what you come to Cajun Fishing Adventures for, is a fish like this. A memory. There you go. There you go. Oh man. Oh man. I got a feeling this one's gonna be close to 40. That is a fish. I think it's gonna be close to 40.
You got a measure?
Yeah, I'm gonna put them right here on the aqua
Right.
traction. You slide them up. It's gonna be probably, that's gotta be at least 3 inches past. I'm gonna say it's 39. That is a hoss. That is a hoss.
That's a Louisiana redfish right there.
There he goes.
There he goes. Thanks for the fight, buddy. Keep going.
That's a battle.
That's a good battle.
In the end, this was more than just an opportunity to shoot television with two guys that won a tournament there in my home waters in Crystal River. When they came out here, it was not about just that mission. It was about making sure they had one hell of a good time. And I can't even tell you guys how many fish they caught off camera. Whoa, that is a good one. In fact, after we got the show pretty much wrapped up at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we continued to fish, catching black drum, catching monster redfish in deeper bayous, throwing all kinds of giant swim baits from Z-Man. It was just one of those times when you wanted to leave them bite. Hell, even the camera guys were catching them. It was fun. I mean, I wanted to make sure the Himes boys went home with a memory that will live forever. This all germinated from seeing a couple of smashes along the bank in the bayou on the way out. We just saw a couple of fish blowing baits up. We stopped and doubled up.
Double 33s.
Double 33s. Wow.
What a way to end it, huh? I just asked C.A, is there any fish in here? And he said, sometimes. Wham. That's the third big fish we caught in here. Wow. Third big one,
Impressive.
Like that. That's why we come to Louisiana for, right there. What hog. Sweet. Nice. Good job.
So when I'm out here in Louisiana, whether I'm fishing with clients or fishing for myself, the rods that I like to use are these Shimano Zodius rods. The setup that I like the best is a 6'10" length in both medium and medium heavy. I utilize the medium heavy more for the chatterbait, and for the spinnerbait, I use the 6'10" medium action rod. Both these rods are fantastic for accuracy at a 6'10" length, and they have plenty of punch for hook setting power. So I've got both rods spooled up with 200 series. One's a Corrado, one's a Tranx, and basically I'm using Super Slick V2, the Power Pro, in the 50-pound class. That's right, I said 50 pound, and you'll see right here, no leader, just direct connect to the bladed bait with a double Palomar. Leader's not necessary here, and by having the braid, it will cut and rip through the grass once you're connected to the fish. It's just a good strategy when you're fishing the marsh. There's about 5 baits that I really gravitate to, especially fishing with clients. That would be a topwater, a frog, the Z-Man kicker crabs, and 2 bladed baits that we used in this episode that always catch fish, and that's the chatterbait and the spinnerbait. The spinnerbait for me has been one of those, I'm gonna say, classic style baits. You don't think of it as an inshore bait, but in marshy zones like we have out here in Venice, Louisiana, it does a fantastic job. Moves through all the grass points fairly well without getting snagged up, gives the bait a lot of lift, keeps it right there, especially when the fish are floating, keeps it right there high on the surface where they can get it. Casts fairly well, and is this bullseye spinnerbait from Z-Man, very resilient. The titanium wire is super tough, so it lasts fish after fish. Now, a couple of these baits you saw me do a trick, especially with the chatterbait, which I'm going to show you right now. I took my pliers and I opened up the jig a little bit by taking them out and just bending that up. that helps the hookup ratio a ton. Now, when we're fishing a little stronger current and we're fishing a little bit deeper, that's where the chatterbait really excels. The thing that both baits have in common, both the spinnerbait and the chatterbait, is that they create a lot of flash and vibration. And here in the marsh, in the off-color stained water, that's a difference maker. It's a game changer, as you saw. So if you ever find yourself out here in Buras or Venice, Louisiana, stop by Cajun Fishing Adventures, go fishing with one of the guides and tell them you want to throw a spinnerbait or a chatterbait and have the same type of success we had here at FlatsClass TV. If you've never thought that you wanted to participate in a tournament, you know, you might get a little bit intimidated by a big captain's meeting with all the personalities that might be fishing a tournament, then the online tournament series that we do at FlatsClass is perfect for you, because you fish anywhere you want, when you want. The tournament lasts 30 days long, and there's plenty of prizes. Just not for the top 10, we scatter them out randomly. Quality prizes from companies like Yeti, BUZBE, Raymarine, PowerPole. If this is something that might interest you and you want to get your feet wet in tournament fishing, join our trail, the FlatsClass Tournament Series.